Hi guys, I'm Juliet Tablarin from PWU Batch 194. So in this video, we will be getting the vital signs of our patient. And before we're going to start, I will introduce first the things that we are going to be needed. First is the thermometer. We have here thermometer for the body temperature and the stethoscope and the sphygmomanometer for the blood pressure. And next is we will be going to be need wrist watch that have hands to count the pulse rate uh, per minute, the beats per minute of the pulse rate, and the breath per minute of the respiration rate. So let's go. First, before you start, you must first wash your hands, then wear your PPEs, face mask, and introduce yourself to your patient. So, this is my patient. I have here my patient. So, hello sir.
Hello.
I'm Juliet Tablarin. I will be uh, going to get your vital sign. So, please be cooperate. First, we're going to be check your body temperature. If you're going to check the body temperature, just push this button and wait for the sign that has LO and blinking. Then make sure that you are going to be put this tip or this metal part of the thermometer, touch, make sure that it touches his skin. Put it under arm and wait for the thermometer to alarm. If the thermometer already alarmed, it indicates that the uh, body temperature is already processed and it is ready to uh, take it off. So there you go. If you hear the sound, the thermometer is already alarming. So the body temperature of my patient is 36.6 degrees Celsius. So the normal body temperature is 36.5 to 37.5 degrees Celsius. So we already done with the body temperature. Next is to get his pulse rate. To count the pulse rate, locate the uh, to count the pulse rate, you must first locate the radial pulse. You can locate your radial pulse by using these guidelines. This thumb, this thumb aligned with the pulse rate, and push light amount of using your two finger. Push push it slightly and look for the pulse rate. Then count it per minute. Count the beat per minute. So the pulse rate of my patient is 85 beats per minute. So I'll jot it down, 85 beats per minute. So next is the respiration rate. In checking the respiration rate, you must first put the other side of the hands of your patient across his abdomen. Check the pulse rate and check the breath per minute. So the respiration rate of my uh, patient is 25 breath per minute. You can count the respiration rate breath by counting the how many times does he inhale or exhale. You can count it by looking for the chest, how many movements, how many inhale exhale he made it. One inhale and exhale is equivalent to one breath. So I count 25 breath per minute for my patient. So next is we're going to get the blood pressure of my patient. So before you're going to get the blood pressure, make sure that your patient is not tired. Uh, at least I make him rest, make him her or rest for a minute for a while before you're going to take his or her blood pressure. Because if you're going to take his or her blood pressure while she or he is tired, there is a big assurance that you're going to get a high blood pressure. So, and before we start, make sure that this air bag already empty the air inside. And how can I get the or what do we call this? How can I get the inflation rate? So in getting inflation rate, first you must put this in his or her this part, and then getting the inflation rate, first you must after you put it here, make sure that it is not loosened. For at least I make sure that these two tube here is at the middle of his or her guhit dito. At least two finger above, and it put it like that and make sure that it is not loosened. You can put it inside this two finger and pull it if the bag is pulled down. then repeat to lagay mo siya ulit. So in getting the inflation rate, locate the radial pulse. Locate again the radial pulse. There. And then start to blow for 70. Start to blow this for about 70. Then if you can still feel the radial pulse, add 10. There, 80. Then if you can still feel it, add 10 again until you cannot feel the radial pulse anymore. Then that is the time that you're going to stop, and that is the inflation rate. So his inflation rate is 120. So to make it sure, I will add 20 plus I will add 20. What this? Then take it off and make sure the air inside is already gone. Then put it in here. After that, you locate the brachial pulse first. So that in locating the brachial pulse, your guideline is your pinky finger. You can align that and locate his or her brachial pulse. That is you're going to be that it will be your guide to locate the brachial pulse. Here is his brachial pulse. Then put the sphygmomanometer again. Make sure that it is well put. Then I will put my stethoscope. Make sure that the earplug is you put it well in your ear. So there you go. So I will blow. I will put this here where I locate the brachial pulse earlier, and blow it to 160 mmHg, because his inflation rate is 120. So I will add 10 to make sure that there's no error in taking his or her blood pressure. And then if you already blow it, release the here you release the air for two lines, or two lines for counting. And in taking up the blood pressure, the first beat you can hear is the systolic, and the last beat you can hear is the diastolic. but make sure that the beats is continuously beating if you count it, uh, because if it is not continuously beating, maybe you just hear any movement. If you just hear one beat, then there's no beat anymore, that is not the systolic. Make sure that the beating is continuously, so that that is the sign that what you hear is the heartbeat. So let's start. So the blood pressure of my patient is 110/80. So it is just it is normal. So the normal average of blood pressure is below 120/80. Below 120/80, and if you get above 120, is there's is possibility that your patient is suffering hypertension. So if your patient is the blood pressure of your patient is below that number, below 80, it means that your uh, patient is suffering hypotension. So that's how we will go, that's how you get the vital signs of your patient. So in this video, I hope you learned, and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.